ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are many wonderful pastimes given. Many times people say that what is the point of worshipping some metal, some stone, some wood in the altar? You call that as God, but then we don't see the God interacting in any ways. That's what people say at times. But then when you hear various different pastimes mentioned in the Shastra, naturally, the faith increases, because these are all the real-time pastimes just meant to increase our faith. Lord Chaitanya was going to different places. Along with him was Nityananda Prabhu and all the other associates. So we heard in one of the class about Madhavendra Puri. Which deity was that who stole the Shira? Yes, Gopinath, and his name became Kheer Chor Gopinath or Sheer Chor Gopinath in Remuna, Orissa. So when this travel was going on at that time, they came to a place, and that place there was a Gopal deity, and this Gopal deity was very nice. Nityananda Prabhu had visited this place even before meeting Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because Nityananda Prabhu, when he left Ekachakra with a sannyasi, he went around for Tirth Yatra, different places. He came to this place. And this was the second time when he's coming there. So in Remuna, in the Gopinath temple, Lord Chaitanya was the Vakta, he was the speaker. And now here, Nityananda Prabhu is the speaker. So in this temple, Nityananda Prabhu is glorifying, he is speaking. He is speaking about the glories of the temple, glories of the deity. And he started describing the pastime of that particular place. And Nityananda Prabhu started saying, Purve Vidya Nagarera Duita Brahmana Tirtha Kari Bare Duhe Kari Lagamana. From South India, a place called Vidyanagar, two Brahmanas, they started to go out on a pilgrimage. They went to different places. Which all places they went? They went to Gaya, they went to Kashi, they went to Prayag, and finally they came to Mathura. And in Vrajamandal, they visited the 12 forests of Vrindavan, and they came to the town Vrindavan. And specially they came to a very beautiful temple. Currently it's Govinda Dev temple, but before it was Gopal Dev temple, where Lord Gopāla is situated, the deity of beautiful Gopāla is situated. As soon as all these personalities, especially these two Brahmanas, when they saw the Gopal deity, they were so enamored by the deity, they were so happy, so blissful. Every place they were staying for 1 day or so, but this place they stayed for 2 to 4 days. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying. This is what Nityananda Prabhu is narrating. And especially about two Brahmanas it is described. Dui Vipra Madhyeka Vipra Vriddha Praya Ara Vipra Yuva Tara Karena Sahaya. One of the two Brahmanas was old. He was an elderly person, senior citizen. And the other one was a young one. And it's very nice. Karena Sahaya. So the young Brahmana was serving the old Brahmana Wherever they were going, this was taking place. Now the young Brahmana was serving so nicely, that the old Brahmana, he was very pleased. He was very satisfied, very, very satisfied. So at that time, in that temple, a very serious discussion began. Old Brahmana started speaking to the young Brahmana. What was the talk? Viprabale tumi mora, bahu seva kaila, sahaya haya mora, tirtha karaila. The old Brahmana is telling the young Brahmana. So we'll say old and young. The old started telling the young that you have rendered various types of service to me throughout the different tirthas where we went. And you assisted me in so many different ways. And he said, even my son did not serve me so much. You have served me so much. And by your mercy, by your service, I did not become fatigued anywhere in the entire yatra. I didn't feel tired at all because you served so nicely. So naturally, his heart was overflowing with gratitude. The old Brahmana's heart was overflowing with gratitude. So at that time, the old one, he said, Kritagnata haya tomaya, na kaile sammana, ataeva tomaya ami diba kanyadana. Very nice. He said that till now I have been accepting service, but I didn't do any service to you. I didn't show any respect to you. I would be ungrateful now if I don't show any respect to you, because now we're going to depart, we're going to go back to our places. Therefore, I promise. And what is that promise that he gave? Deva Kanyadana. I'll give you Kanyadan. I'll give my daughter to you in marriage. So at that time, the young Brahmana, he said, Chota Vipra kahe shuna, Vipra mahashay, asambhava kaha kena einai hai. My dear sir, see, whatever you're saying, that you will give me your daughter, this is asambhav. Ye nahi ho sakta. Sambhav hi nahi hai. Not possible. So don't speak those things which are not possible. So say, the old Brahmana, he asked, aise kyun keh rahe ho? Why are you saying it is not possible? Kyun asambhav hai ye? Then he started saying, because you're most aristocratic person. You're so educated, you're so rich. And look at me. I'm completely opposite. I'm not aristocratic. I don't have a decent education. I don't have wealth. And see, in India, it's a known fact that even if it's in the same caste, but if the monetary status does not match, so people will not give. Kanyadan will not happen. Marriage will not take place between the two families. So therefore, he said, see, this is not possible. And he outrightly, he put forward this qualification and he said, Kanyadana patra me nahai tumara, Krishna pritye kari tumar seva vyavahara. So the young Brahmana is telling the old, see, don't think that I was knowing that you have a daughter, so I was serving you to get your daughter. Sorry, no, I didn't have any plan like this. Such plans are only in the movies. And I didn't have any plans like this. Why was I serving you? Only because I know if I serve a Vaishnav, who will be pleased? Krishna will be pleased. Therefore, I was serving you. Brahmana sevaya Krishnera priti badahaya tahara santoshe bhakti sampada badaya. So if Krishna is pleased, what will happen? At that time, the opulence of devotional service will increase. My bhakti will increase. Therefore, with this desire to please Krishna and increase my devotional service, I was serving you, not with the intention of marrying your Kanya, your daughter. A very important point for all of us, to contemplate on, to meditate on. Through this short prasanga, this short section, very wonderful thing to learn that Vaishnav Seva is done to please the Lord. So sometimes it happens that we have done some service to a Vaishnava and he also does not know that we have served him. Say some senior devotee is coming and there are people in the background who are cooking and getting prasad, or say dusting the Vyasasan and getting the Vyasasan ready, cleaning the entire hall. And the senior devotee comes and says, oh, that's a very nice place. But then no one comes to introduce, these are the devotees who kept this place nice. But the mood of the devotees was very nice. What was that? We want to please the Vaishnava who is coming to our place. So that's the mood. Now when this is the mood of a Vaishnava, that I want to please the senior Vaishnavas who are coming. So what happens is, even if that senior devotee might not know that who has done all these arrangements, but Krishna knows. And Krishna is pleased with us. Therefore, whenever we do any service in the Vaishnava community, one thing that we need to understand is, just do it wholeheartedly, irrespective of are you recognized or not. Unfortunately, because of the outside world's exposure, we always look forward for some recognition. I did this, so I should be recognized. But then that's not the case, especially in Vaishnava community. Because for us, we Vaishnavas, we devotees are connected to each other, not directly, but through Krishna. And whatever activities we do, we understand one thing very clearly, that Krishna knows it very, very clearly, who has done what. And when we have done wholehearted service, Krishna is very pleased. And when Krishna is pleased, automatically our devotional service, our attitude of service, our mood of service, all that will enhance. After all, what is the treasure of a devotee? The treasure of a devotee is attitude of service. So if you have service attitude, that is a treasure. No one can take away that treasure. No one. And this service attitude will go on increasing, will go on intensifying when Lord Krishna is pleased. Therefore, here he is saying that this is what I wanted. I wanted to increase my devotional service. I wanted to please Krishna. Therefore, I was serving you, not to get your daughter in marriage for sure. And Prabhupada writes in the purport, he says, in Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna says, Mad Bhakta Puja Bhyadika. It is better to render service to my devotees. Krishna is saying this. Thus, according to the Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is better to be a servant of the servant of God. One should not try to serve Krishna directly. A pure Vaishnava serves the servant of Krishna and identifies himself as a servant of Krishna. This is pleasing to Lord Krishna. Such a very wonderful point, you see. So Lord is pleased when we serve His servants. It's very difficult to please the Lord directly, maybe. Prabhupada gives the example, if you want to please the millionaire or billionaire or crorepati in general, what will you gift him? What will you give? But then if you just take a toffee or a sweet for his son, small kids anyways like toffees. Just give it to him. The child is blissful, child is happy, looking at the child's happiness. The father becomes very happy. The crorepati becomes very pleased with us. Similarly, now we're talking not about Lakpati or Crorepati, we're talking about Lakshmipati. What can you give Lakshmipati? What can you give? What capability we have to give anything to Lakshmipati? We cannot give anything. But one thing that we can do is, if we can please his sons, if we can please his devotees, naturally Krishna will be pleased. And look at this young Brahmana's mood. He wanted to please Krishna. Therefore, the goal of all the devotees is to please Hari, Guru, Vaishnavas. This is our goal in life. If we can please Hari, Guru, Vaishnavas, our job is done. We have attained perfection. That's the ultimate perfection. After hearing the talks of the young Brahmana, the old Brahmana said, Bada Vipra kahe tumi, na kar samshay, tumake kanya dibami karila nischay. Don't doubt. Don't doubt. I have decided that I will give my daughter in marriage to you. You have done such wonderful service to me, but I'll give my daughter in marriage to you. So that time, the young one, he said, see, you alone cannot decide. You alone cannot decide that you will give your daughter to me. Your wife, your sons, your relatives, all of them should have consent for this. Just like that, how can you give? You cannot just give charity of your daughter to me without their consent. And he quotes an incident from Krishna Leela. He says, in Krishna Leela, there was one person who wanted to give his daughter in marriage to Krishna. But his eldest son came into picture and he said, no, I don't want to give my sister in marriage to this person, Gopa. I want to give my sister in marriage to this very great king. Guess the name of the king, the daughter and the brother. Okay. Father's name was what? Who decided to give daughter in marriage? Bhishmaka. So Bhishmaka, he decided he will give Rukmini in marriage to Krishna. But at that time, the eldest brother, he came and he said, his name was Rukmi. Yeah. Why you want to get my sister married to Gopa? I have here a handsome hunk. We have a nice, wonderful king here. Such an amazing personality, Shishupal. I'll give my sister in marriage to him. And what happened? Did Bhishmaka say, no, I'll get my daughter married to Krishna only? No, he couldn't say anything. He said, okay, whatever you decide. He just followed whatever Rukmi said. This young Brahmana is telling the old Brahmana, in the past this has happened, Haribol, it has happened already. Now you are saying that you will give your daughter to me, but what is the guarantee? Your son might come and say that, no, I don't want to give, like Rukmi did. So that time, Bada Vipra, he said, Bada Vipra kahe kanya mora nijadhan nishadhive konajan. My daughter is my property. I will decide whom to give my daughter to in marriage. Who has the power to stop me? घर के बाहर सब लोग ही शेर बनते हैं एकदम. अभी घर पे जाके देखिए क्या होगा इसका. And he's saying that, my dear boy, I will give my daughter to you in charity. And if someone comes to oppose me, what will I do? I'll ignore all of them. So don't worry. Just accept my proposal. So at that time, this young Brahmana, very intelligent boy, he said, Chota Vipra kahe jadi kanyadi te mana Gopāla age kaha ei satya vachana. If you really want to give your daughter to me in marriage, since you're so much insisting, then you take a vow in front of Gopal Dev that you will give your daughter in marriage to me. Gopāla age Vipra kahi te lagila. So immediately, the old Brahmana, he went in front of Gopal and he started saying, Tumi jana nija kanya ihare amidila. O Lord, please witness, in front of you, I have given my daughter to this boy in marriage. So this is how previously the marriages were taking place. So the elders will decide and elders will speak that I am giving my daughter in marriage to you. And that is done. That's fixed. There's no question of change in that. Yes. And look at the situation now. Everything is fixed. Invitation cards are printed and marriage gets cancelled. This is called Kali Yuga. This is what is going on now. Very unfortunate. Yeah. One of the boy who comes for a session, he was telling, everything was set. Everything is booked. Marriage hall is booked. And ornaments are purchased for the girl. Clothes are purchased. Everything is done. And finally this boy lost his job. And that side the father got to know. And the father said, once you get job, we'll talk about marriage. Tab tak, pause. And what happened after that? It got cancelled. And this boy was crying to me that what to do next. Yes. So that's the current age of Kali that is going on, where people are so ruthless, so gone case. Everything is measured in terms of money. But previously it was not the case. So when the old Brahmana, he took a vow in front of the deity that I have given my daughter to this person in marriage. Immediately, the young Brahmana in front of the Lord, he said, Chota Vipra bole Thakur, tumi mora Sākṣī, tuma Sākṣī bolai mau, yadi anyatha dekhi. O Lord, you are the witness for whatever has taken place here. I shall call you if it is needed. So get ready. So after all these different things, Both the Brahmanas, they started back to Vidyanagar. And throughout the journey, the young Brahmana is serving the old Brahmana very nicely. This was going on. And then both of them, they reached their homes. Now this old Brahmana, outside though he was telling, my wealth, daughter is my wealth, I'll give you, what's the tension? Anyone comes, I'll oppose, etc., etc., he said. As soon as he went inside his home, then after a few days he started thinking, oh, I've given promise to this boy. He was very tensed. He was thinking, what will happen now? If I reveal this at home, will they accept? After thinking a lot, he decided, now I'll disclose to everyone. He called for his family members. He called for all the relatives. And at that time, he revealed. When he went for Tirth Yatra, then very nice boy from IYF was serving me very nicely. And since he was serving me very nicely, so out of gratitude, I've already offered my daughter to him. And as soon as this was heard, everyone in the family became disappointed. Everyone. Relatives were disappointed, distant relatives, friends were disappointed. But the close family members, they were too much disappointed. Too much. And they all started saying that if you offer your daughter to this degraded family, degraded means no money, no education. That's degraded. Your aristocracy will be lost. When people will hear that you have given your daughter to so-and-so person, oh, they laugh. You're gone. There'll be no good image of yours in the society. So at that time, to defend himself, the old Brahmana said, Viprabale tirthavakya kemane kariyana e hauka se hauka amidiba kanyadana. But how can I undo the promise? I've promised in the holy place while on pilgrimage. Therefore, come what may, I have to give my daughter in charity. Now hearing this, the relative said, Jati loka kahe, mora tuma ke chhadibe. Oh, if this is your decision, relatives are saying, then we abandon you. We will not come to your place anymore. Now this relative said and they left. Now look at the family members, that is wife and son, what they said. Stri putra kahe visha khaya mariba. So Stri and Putra, wife and son, they both said, if you do this, we'll take poison and die. Now decide what you want to do. Now the elderly Brahmana, he said, let's see, if I don't give my daughter in marriage, he will call for Gopalji as witness. And when Gopalji will come, then he'll take my daughter by force. And in that case, I lose my dharma. I promised, as a Brahmana, I have promised and I'm not fulfilling the promise. So now when the son was hearing, he was elder son. When he was hearing, he was an atheist. So he was thinking, how all this is going to happen. So he said, Putra bole pratima Sākṣī, seha dura deshe, ke tumara Sākṣī dibe, chinta kar kise. So he's saying, Deity may be witness, but where is the deity? Far distant. Where is South India? Where is Vrindavan? And that time there are no flights also. They would walk in Tirtha Yatras. They'll take bullock carts. So he's saying that how can a deity come from there to bear witness? Why are you so anxious? Why so much of chinta? It's okay. See, when someone asks you about your promise, you need not speak anything lie. Don't speak anything that is dishonest. Just simply say that you don't remember what you said. That's it. You need not say that I have not told or this or that. Just say that I don't remember what I said. That's it. This much you tell. If you simply say this, rest I'll take care, my dear father. Don't worry. Now this was the case. Now, as soon as the elder Brahmana understood, मेरे हाथ में अभी कुछ भी नहीं है. I made a promise and these people are not allowing me to fulfill the promise. At that time, immediately, you know what he did? What he did? Yes. he immediately took shelter of the Lord at that time and he said, Mora dharma raksha paye namare nija jana. Dui raksha karo Gopāla laino sharana. He immediately took shelter of the Lord for two reasons. And he's saying, oh Lord, protect my dharma. And second reason, please protect my family members so that they don't commit suicide. Two reasons. I think the Vipra does not know that drama happens more in the family than the actuals. But one thing that we can appreciate in old Brahmana is something which we are not able to do in our day-to-day life, you see. When situations go out of control, we become too much agitated and bhakti goes for a toss. But for a real devotee like this Brahmana, one thing that we will see is when situations are out of control, he knows very well Krishna is in full control of all the situations. Therefore, if I take his shelter, things will be fine. Therefore, one thing that we devotees should do is as soon as we feel, mere haath mein kuch bhi nahi hai abhi, immediately we should take shelter of Krishna. Krishna will do the needful. If he feels this is good for us, he'll get it done. Why worry? Why worry? Therefore, taking shelter of the Lord in every situation is a very, very important activity in a devotee's life. And when we take shelter of the Lord in every situation, we'll have a good practice of taking shelter of the Lord. And when the ultimate crisis will come in our life, which is called as death, at that time it will be very easy to take shelter of the Lord, calling out his holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this was all taking place in the house of the old Brahmana. Young Brahmana was waiting in his home. अरे अब तक बारात लेके नहीं आए? प्रॉमिस किए थे कि शादी करेंगे, शादी कराएंगे अपने बेटी का. They didn't come. They should have come officially, with the proposal. Why they not come? So this boy personally went to check. And there he went. He saw the old Brahmana. He paid dandavats to him. My future father-in-law, Pai Lagu. He paid dandavat. And then he said, Tumi more kanya dite, karya chhe angikara, ibe kichu nahi kah, ki tumhara vichara. Hey, you promised that you will give me a daughter. Now you do not speak anything. What is your vichara? What is your thought? What have you decided? So as soon as this young Brahmana, he said this, elder Brahmana was there. He was chup, completely quiet. So at that time, taking the opportunity of the old Brahmana being quiet, his son had heard inside that this boy has come now. He immediately took a stick and he went to hit the young Brahmana who had come. And at that time he said, Are Adhama, Mora Bhagani Chaha Vivahite, Vamana Haya Chanda Jena Chahata Dharite. You rascal, you Adhama, you most degraded one, you want my sister in marriage. Bhag yahan se. Your situation is like dwarf trying to catch the moon. And when he went to beat the young Brahmana, he ran from the house. Yes. ठीक है भाई, शादी नहीं हुआ तो नहीं हुआ, no problem. भागो यहाँ से. But now young Brahmana had a very important concern. So what he did was, next day, he got all the villagers. He gathered all of them. And there was a meeting. All people of the village were called. And then the elder Brahmana was called. Serious meeting. And in that serious meeting, the young Brahmana said, see, this gentleman, he promised that he will give his daughter to me in marriage. And now he's not fulfilling the promise. Please ask him, why is he doing that? Please ask him. And all the villagers who were there, especially the elder ones in the village, they started asking the elderly Brahmana, अरे भाई, अगर तूने promise किया है तो क्यों नहीं देता? Why are you not giving Kanyadan? Why are you not doing Kanyadan? Why are you not fulfilling your promise? You should honor the words that you have given. So at that time, everyone's focus is on the old Brahmana. Just imagine a situation. His son is also standing behind. Papa, क्या कहने वाले आप अभी? What do you think the old Brahmana said? Everyone is saying. What is that? Vipra kahe shuna loka mora nivedana kabe ki bale yachi mora nahi ka smarana. So he's saying that, नहीं मुझे तो याद नहीं है मैंने क्या बोला था. I don't remember what promise I had made. So as soon as the elder Brahmana said, immediately son came into picture. Then he started saying, in front of everyone, I will tell you the actual fact. This young boy, smart fellow, you know what he did? He was the one who went with my father on the pilgrimage. And he understood that my father has got a lot of money. Therefore, he gave an intoxicant to my father, Dhatura. My father took that, my father went mad. And at that time, he took away all the money of my father. And look at his impudence. Now he's saying that my father has promised to give his daughter to him. This is a problem. You all tell what has to be done. You all tell. Tumhara sakala loka karah vichare. Mora pitara kanya dita yogya ki yahare. You all are gentlemen. So you all decide. You all decide whether it is befitting to offer my sister to this poor Brahmana. You all decide. I have told you all the fact. You all decide. So hearing all this, all the people started thinking, हो सकता है. Possible. पैसों के लिए लोग कुछ भी करते हैं. Anything can happen for the money. Maybe this boy might have done this. For money, anything can happen. So they all started getting convinced about this. They started getting the doubt on the young Brahmana. So at that time, now the focus is on young Brahmana because everyone is looking at him now. Because the chore title is given to him. So at that time, Tabe chota vipra kahe shuna mahajan Nyaya jini bare kahe asatya vachan. Let me tell you the fact. Please hear. Just to be victorious in this argument, this person, asatya vachan, he is speaking lie. Please believe me. Being satisfied with my service, this Brahmana, he said that he wants to give his daughter to me. I didn't say that give your daughter to me. You all are the witness for this, right? Did he say that? No, you're not witness. Gopāla is witness. Wait for a minute. And I told him very clearly, oh Mahajans, I told very clearly to this Brahmana, this gentleman, that I am not fit for your daughter. You're so rich, you're so educated. I don't have money, I'm poor, I'm not educated. It will not suit. I told him. But still, Tabuai vipramore kahe bar bar. तोरे कन्या दिलों तुम्हें करह स्वीकार. बार बार कह रहा था मुझसे, बार बार, take my daughter, please accept my daughter. Therefore I had to accept. I told him very clearly that your family members will not allow and you will not be able to fulfill the promise. But still he made a promise. Let me tell you, oh villagers, let me tell you one thing. This Brahmana, he stood in front of Gopal Dev in Vrindavan. And he promised in front of Gopal Dev. He promised that he will give his daughter to me. Tabe ino Gopale re aage te kahila tumi janai vipra kanya mi dila. He told in front of the Gopal deity that he has already given me his daughter in marriage. And at that time, I also told Gopal Dev, when it is needed for a witness, I'll call for you. Now there is a need, looks like. And he is a supreme witness. No one can challenge his words. Everyone in general in the entire world, they accept his words. So at that time, immediately, see, the old Brahmana, he's a Brahmana. He's not a rogue. He's the one who follows Satya. Immediately, he felt very nice and immediately he spoke. He said, Tabe bada vipra kahe, ei Satya katha. This is correct. What he's saying is correct. Gopal jadi Sākṣī dena apane ashi yatha. If Gopal comes here to give witness, I'll give my daughter to him in marriage. So what do you think the son of the elderly Brahmana might have said? He agreed, you say? He agreed? if Gopal comes to give witness, he'll give his daughter or his sister. He agreed. He said, and it's not going to happen. It's okay. And he is an atheist. He does not believe in the Lord. No problem. Good. I'm very happy. The matter is settled. So the Brahmana was thinking internally, Krishna is very merciful. And he will certainly come to prove my statement. And the atheistic son was thinking within, anyways, Gopal is not going to come. Tension khatam. Yes. At that time, Chota Vipra bole, the young Brahmana said, Patra karah likhana, punha jena nahi chale, sab vachana. Okay, before I go to Vrindavan to get Gopal to be the witness, लिख के दो, paper पे लिख के दो अभी. ये बहुत हो गया है, words and all will not work. आप लोग के लिए write on paper that you will give your daughter to me if Gopal comes to give witness. So people who were there, the elders who were there in that assembly, they made the document, and then the Bada Vipra he signed, and Putra of Bada Vipra he also signed, and the Chota Vipra also signed. So the agreement was done now. It was all clear. So now, since all of them gave it in writing, so at that time, look at the humility of this Chota Vipra, the young Brahmana. He started thinking that yes, I shall call Supreme Personality of Godhead as witness. And he will come. He will come because of the piety of this old Brahmana. He was not saying that the Lord will come for me because of my devotion. He is saying that Lord will come because of the devotion of this devotee. That is Bada Vipra or the old Brahmana. Look at the mood. Therefore, a devotee will never glorify himself saying, Mera bhakti bahut bada hai. Many times people come and say also, the newcomers, they come and say, I'm a very big devotee of Krishna. Yes. And then we tell him, you keep coming. You'll become small. With time you realize that how small we are. Yes. With time we realize that we are extremely insignificant devotees. Because when we read about such great personalities, then we realize, अरे मैं तो कुछ भी नहीं हूँ इनके सामने. ये तो इतने अच्छे भक्त हैं. Look at the mood of this young Brahmana. Therefore, never a devotee should feel proud about any devotional activity or any devotional service that he is rendering. Never he should feel proud for anything that he is doing. Because all the treasure that a devotee has is just a gift of the Lord and not his own possession. It's just a gift. That's it. And the best part is, Lord gives that in our possession and he has all right to take it back. All right to take it. Just imagine, one day we are chanting our rounds and the rounds are going very well. And then we are chanting Hare Krishna. And you're feeling very nice because you're able to hear the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And then you just open your eyes and look around. Hey, sab so rahe dekhiye. Look at me. Hare Krishna. Uska number aayega next sone ke liye. Yes. He'll go to sleep. Why? As soon as the devotee becomes proud, Krishna takes away that treasure that is given to him. Because Krishna does not like pride. And pride is a disqualification to hold the treasure of devotional service. We have to keep repeating this point again and again because we are such baddha jivas. Therefore, small things will become proud. Small things. So now, this young Brahmana, he started walking towards Vrindavan. He reached. He went to Gopal Dev temple. He's standing in front of Gopal Deity and he narrated the entire thing that took place. आपके सामने बोला था ना उसने? आपके सामने बोला था कन्यादान करेगा. Now see, he's saying that he does not remember. Very nicely, the Brahmana is praying, Chota Vipra. Brahmanya deva tumi bada dayamay, doi viprera dharma rakha haya sadaya. He's saying, oh Lord, oh Dayamoy, personality filled with mercy, you're the protector of whom? Brahmanya. You're Brahmanya Deva. You're protector of the Brahmanical principles, the culture. Kindly show your mercy. How? By protecting the dharma of two Brahmanas. One standing in front of you and one in Vidyanagar. Please help. Kanya paba mora mane iha nai sukha brahmanera pratigya jaya ei bada dukha. Oh Lord, don't think that I'm attached to that girl. It's not that I want her in my marriage. No. I have not come here for that. I've come here because Brahmanera pratigya jaya ei bada dukha. The Brahmana's pratigya will be bhang. The promise will be broken of a Brahmana. Therefore, I have come here to beg you that please save our dharma. See, one point that all of us have to remember as devotees is truthfulness, honesty is very, very important to advance in bhakti. As soon as people start practicing bhakti, they start feeling that, I can't lie anywhere and everywhere. It's okay. What's the problem? No. Because as soon as we get into a lie, dishonesty, what we are doing is adharma. Adharma and parodharma, that is bhakti, cannot go together. Such a devotee cannot advance in devotional service. Lie and pure devotional service. Dishonesty, pure devotional service cannot go together. Not possible. Therefore, many times, unfortunately, at least, we see in devotees, they feel like, koi baat nahi, jhoot bolo, kuch problem nahi, it's okay. After all, we're doing it for the Lord, what is the problem? No, sorry, not allowed. A person can lie only when he's saving someone's life or saving his own life. Other than this, there is no other place where he can be dishonest or he can lie. Not allowed at all. Now it's an amazing statement. When I read this, I went mad. Look at what Chota Vipra is saying. Eto jani tumi Sākṣī deho dayamay. Jani Sākṣī nahi deya tara papa hai. He said that, oh Lord, you have seen it. You are Sākṣī. Please come and be the witness. And it is described that those people who know things and still does not bear witness, they become involved in sinful activities. Bhagwan ko bol raha hai. You will get sinful reactions for this. See, this is called a very sweet relation of a pure devotee with the Lord. Will we go in front of the Lord and dare to do this? You will get paap if you don't do this for me. Because we don't have that relationship. Yes. The beautiful song of Narottam Das Thakur, where he sings, Jadi daya na karibe patita dekhiya patita pavana nama kishera lagiya. Oh Lord, even after seeing a patita, if you don't deliver me, then how can you call yourself as patita pavan, deliverer of fallen? ये धमकी केवल एक भक्ति दे सकता है. A pure devotee. Only a pure devotee can speak to the Lord like this. That's the intimacy of the Lord. Artificially, in the mood of Sahajiya, maybe we can go and try to artificially portray we are very dear, very close to the Lord. Like sometimes I have seen some neophyte nahi, some people who have spent a good time in bhakti, they also do this. I'm not talking to the Lord. I'll not worship today. I'll not go to his place. I'll not go to Lord's temple. Why? Because I asked Lord so and so things he didn't give me. Arey Baba, you're not there at that level. You're not there at the level of prema. You're struggling at the stage of anartha nivritti or below that. How can you act on prema platform? That's called Sahajiyism. We cannot do that. But this Vipra can do. He's a pure devotee. If you don't bear witness, O Lord, you'll get sinful reactions. This is a dhamki that he is giving. At that time, immediately Lord spoke. Look at the level of the devotee. That Lord is speaking to him. The Lord spoke. Krishna kahe vipra tumi jaha svabhavane sabha kari more tumi kariha smarane. Okay, you go. You go to Vidyanagar. There you call for a sabha. You remember me. And when you remember me, I shall appear there. And I will protect the honor of both the Brahmanas, yourself and the old Brahmana. I'll bear the witness for the promise. So immediately the young Brahmana said, "Oh Lord, see, if you appear there in your Vishnu form with 4 hands, still they'll not accept as witness. You have to come in this deity form only. You have to come in this deity form and bear the witness and speak from your beautiful face. Then everyone will be convinced. They'll accept." So at that time, Krishna is also confused. Krishna kahe pratima chale, kotha na shuni. Krishna is saying, I have never heard that a deity moves around like this. Have you heard Vipra? Have you heard Chota Vipra? Young Brahmana, have you heard any time? Vipra bole pratima haya kaha ke navani. That is true. But how is that the deity is speaking then? If deity speaks, deity can walk also. Yes. So this is how a devotee has the power to defeat the argument of Krishna. Lord is saying, have you seen any deity moving? Yeah, I have not seen a deity speaking also. Amazing, this is amazing. So at that time, glorifying the Lord, he started saying, Pratima na tumi Sākṣāt Brajendra Nandan Vipralagi kara tumi akarya karan. Oh, you're not just Pratima. You're not just a statue. You're directly the son of Nanda Maharaj. You're Sākṣāt Bhagavan Krishna. And for the sake of world Brahmana, you can surely do something which you have never done before. Only a devotee can encourage the Lord. Don't worry, you can do it. You can do it. Oh Lord, you can do it. You've never done it before, but no problem. You can do it now. So at that time, Lord agreed. He said, okay, listen to me. I'll walk behind you, and in this way I shall go with you. The only thing is, don't turn and look at me. So maybe at that time the Chota Vipra, he asked, but how will I get to know you're walking behind me? He said that when I'm walking behind you, at every step, you'll hear the tinkling sound of my ankle bells. So you have to understand that I'm walking behind you, but don't look behind. So at that time, maybe Chota Vipra might be asking that, what seva should I do for you? Because it's a long journey, from Vrindavan to Vidyanagar, south. It's a long journey. So at that time, Lord is telling, you cook 1 kg rice and you offer it to me, I'll eat. That's it. And keep walking. Now, when I was reading, I was thinking, how did he offer? Because he cannot look behind. So maybe he has to keep like this and then chant mantras. That is what I was thinking, because it's not mentioned how did he offer. But this went on. This went on very nicely. And they eventually came close to the village. Now what happened is, the young Brahmana, he stopped. He started thinking, now I've come very close to the village. I'm supposed to enter the village now. Now when I'll go and get everyone, they'll look, they'll wait, and they'll be expecting for the deity to be there. So now I have to check if the deity is there behind. Just imagine, you call everyone, Dekho, aaye, and there's no one behind. So the Chota Vipra, young Vipra, he wanted to confirm, ki hai ki nahi sachi mein? And then he was also contemplating, see, Lord said that if I turn behind, he might not move. So even if he does not move from here, no problem. He's very close to village, so I'll get them out. So he turned, and at that time he saw the beautiful Gopāla was present behind him. And the Lord was smiling. And at that time, Lord told, yes, now you can go and get all the people. I'll stand here. I'll wait for you. In this way, now just imagine, when it comes to this young Brahmana, how much confidence he might have got, to enter the village. He went, ekdam confidence ke saath. And maybe I was just imagining the situation. Maybe all the villagers might be thinking, aa gaya Bhagwan tumhara. And the atheist who was there, the son of the Brahmana, he might be smiling. Kya hua fir? And this person, ekdam chhati taan ke, aao, bahar aao, dekho. Come and see, the Lord has come. Come and see, the Lord has come. And at that time, everyone went there. And everyone was struck with wonder to see the beautiful form of the Lord. Everyone was struck with wonder. What do you think the Bada Vipra, when he came, he did? What did he do? He just fell straight. Just fell straight in front of the Lord. Oh Lord, you have come. You have come to save my dharma. You have come to save my dharma. He fell flat in front of the Lord. And all the others, they were all mesmerized looking at the beautiful face, the beauty of Gopāla. They're all mesmerized. And very beautifully it is described. Tabe sei bada vipra anandita haya. Extremely happy. Bada Vipra was extremely happy. And at that time, in everyone's presence, see, it's not just the deity has to come and stand. The deity has to give witness. So, all the villagers came. Bada Vipra, his son, his wife, Chota Vipra is there. Everyone is there. And at that time, our Lord, he spoke. He said, yes, whatever Chota Vipra is saying, that's correct. Bada Vipra gave promise to Chota Vipra that he will give his daughter in marriage to him. And Lord was silent. What do you think might have happened there? That's not mentioned. But I think we can surely imagine. There might be a huge celebration for sure. Bada Vipra will be very happy that his dharma got saved. And Chota Vipra is very happy because he was not happy because, oh, क्या मैं जीत गया, अभी इसकी लड़की मेरी हो गई. He was not thinking like that. He was very happy that finally the vow of this old Brahmana is saved, is taken care. In this way, we see very nicely that in this entire pastime, who says the deity will not reciprocate? It's just a matter of faith and devotion and advancement in Krishna consciousness. Deities will reciprocate. They stand for us just to receive service from us. More we advance in bhakti, more we get closer to them. They're very, very eager to reciprocate with us. They're very, very eager to bless us in various ways. Can you imagine when your deities start reciprocating with you? How blissful that situation will be. Then we don't want anything around. Yes. Just imagine Nitai Gaur jump from the altar. Yes, just to bless all of us. Such a blissful thing, isn't it? Yes. And for your information, even today, in this day and age, there's so many places where deities are reciprocating with the devotees. The only thing is those devotees are very humble and they don't post on Instagram and Facebook and other places and put it in their status saying, today my deity reciprocated with me like this. See, why will that devotee will do publicity of himself? When he's tasting something very high, direct reciprocation from the Lord, why will he do his own publicity to get some tuchha name, fame, prestige, which is compared to the stool of a hog or the urine of a donkey? Why will he go behind? We are the ones who want to eat like a hog and we want to bathe in the donkey urine. We belong to that category. But those people who are tasting something higher, they don't want anything. They don't want anything. All this nonsense they don't want. Pujala Pratishtha. In this way, the marriage took place. And at that time, Lord revealed a very important thing to both the Brahmanas. Lord said, you both are my eternal servants, birth after birth. And Lord was very happy. Look at this. This is a very, very important takeaway from today's session. Duhara satya tushta hailan, duhe magavara, dui vipravara mage ananda antar. The Lord is saying, I'm very happy with both of you. I'm very pleased with both of you. Why am I pleased with both of you? I'm pleased with satya. I'm pleased with truthfulness of both of you. See, it's not that you lie and then you'll be able to do devotional service. No. If you're honest, if you're truthful, Krishna is pleased. Here is a proof. Normally when this pastime is spoken, this angle is never given. Yes. But there's a shloka written by Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami. Nityananda Prabhu is narrating this. That what did Krishna tell? And here it's very clear. Krishna said very clearly that I have become very pleased by the truthfulness of both of you. And therefore, Doi Vipra Vara Mage, you ask whatever you want. Tell me what the two Vipras might have asked. Hari Bol, you know that. The two Vipras, they begged the Lord that, oh Lord, you please remain here in this place in Vidyanagar. Because they were in Vidyanagar. Please stay in this place and give darshan to all your devotees. Their desire was that please remain here so that people from all over the world can come and take your darshan. And we know after that what happened. Because here they were close to Kanchi, and a personality comes from Orissa, a king. His name was Purushottam De. And he comes there. He defeats the king there. And then he begs the Lord, oh Lord, you please come to our place. Then he takes Sākṣī Gopāla, in Prabhupada's words, witness Gopāla, to Cuttack. And in Cuttack, this entire discussion is taking place. Yes. Where Nityananda Prabhu is narrating the pastimes to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and others. And from Cuttack, the Lord was taken to one more place, and Jagannath said, "Isko hatao yahan se. He's eating all my offerings." Then he was taken and put in a different place. And now that place is called as Sākṣī Gopāla Station. We have a separate place only now where it's called Sākṣī Gopāla. Yes. So in this way, so many things to learn, but one thing is very clear. Lord is waiting to reciprocate with all of us. The only thing that we have to do is go deeper in Krishna consciousness. Follow the basic dharmas, basic principles of dharma, of satya, shaucha, tapa, and daya. 4 principles of dharma: truthfulness, austerity, mercy, cleanliness. These are basic principles of dharma, and on these pillars of dharma, our devotional service will be situated very nicely. If we lie, we are breaking a pillar. How can we do devotional service? Not possible. Therefore, it's very, very important. From this, we can understand Lord is very pleased when we are truthful. And every single devotee should be truthful, should be honest. And trust me, when devotees are truthful and honest, we'll be able to attract many, many souls from outside. Because honest people, truthful people, they're very, very attractive. And guess what? If they are devotees, they'll be even more attractive. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.